Joey here, ESBR Boxing. Delighted to be joined by Ben Crocker. Ben, we were talking off camera. I'm just going to be honest to anybody watching. I missed your fight, mate. You've never been on so early on the card. Like, what's happening there?
I know. I was on second, right? So it was really early. I think it was on by after 6. So, like you said, you missed it because I was in and out early as well. I was over by the second round.
I thought the first bell was 7 o'clock, and if anyone doesn't know, in South Wales, the recipe is keep Ben on late so the Swansea fans stick around and sell more beer. Anyway, Ben, I know you happened to stop the guy in the second round, but talk me through the fight. What happened? How did it go down?
So basically Gary said, look, first round, put it on him a bit because this kid will come out and he's drawn with a couple of prospects. So he'll come out. If you don't give him the respect early on, he'll think he can come and have a go. So you just put it on him early. I think I started a couple of sharp jabs he must not have liked there. Landed a few heavy shots in the first round. But I was still just flicking my right hand, just flicking it out. So Gary got back to the corner. He said, rather than flicking the shots, put it in because we know I got the power in, and it's something we've been working on in the gym. He said, just let that right hand go, just land it, because as soon as you land it, you're going to put him out. And that's what happened, really. I think I hit him with one right hand, his legs went. I hit him again, his legs went again. I hit him a third time, and he was hanging on, and I just thought in my head, right, as soon as he gets off, it's over. I just hit him with a nice probably 4-punch combo, and Chris called it off then. But I'm quite happy I had a stoppage, and it was with the right hand, because we know I carry power in my right, and that's what we've been working on a lot in the gym. Sparring, pads, bag, just drilling that right hand in.
Are you, obviously, you're quite a nice boxer, right? Don't mean that as like a backhanded, but you are a very nice boxer. It's probably easy for you to just sit on not on the back foot, but to sit on the end of a jab and stuff like that. Do you feel just as comfortable sitting down on your punches and digging them in?
Well, that's it. Yeah, I could box all night just on the end of the jabs, nice and long, getting and moving. Because I'm a good mover and I'm a good boxer. For the last few weeks, I won't even say few weeks, last 8 fights, that's what we've just been trying to do, is sit in there and sparring, even on the pads, and just have a go, let your hands go, catch and throw. Because if you look back at my last fight, when I came in with that swinger, he was just throwing shots. I mean, I was catching him, but I wasn't letting him go. So I watched that back now, and I think if I boxed that guy now, I'd stop him, because I've learned now just to catch and throw. And I'm getting more and more comfortable staying there and having a go. So by the time, I've always said this, by the time I'm a 10 fighter, I'll be a different fighter. By the time I'm 10 fights in, I'll be raring to just sit there, have a fight, or outbox someone.
This could well be then the start of the sort of next chapter of your career in some ways. I'm not saying you throw away the boxing and you're just going to sit on every punch, but open some doors for you. Ben, we were talking to Kieran earlier on as well. Obviously, very good friends, familiar with him. You were also on that Joe Cordina undercard. Is that where we're likely to next see you when Joe Cordina returns to Cardiff?
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping tonight's performance has made a statement. I know any of the matchroom team like Eddie and everyone will be all involved behind the scenes see that and think, oh, you know what, let's get this kid back on. I sell good tickets. I'm an exciting fighter like a box. I've shown I got some power, so I would love to be on that again.
And again, I asked a very similar question to Kieran. It's an obvious, stupid question, but you've seen tonight, there's Welsh title fights, there's British title fights, there's Commonwealth title fights, you've seen world title nights. That's where you want to be. What's the next steps now? What's the immediate steps for the progress of Ben Crocker's career?
Pushing for some titles now, or whether if it's not titles, pushing on big shows, like a matchroom bill, because that's going to get you recognised more. And then if people are seeing that around the world, your stocks just go up. They'll be like, oh, let's get this kid a title shot. Sorry, hiccups. So either a title fight or big shows, yeah.
Absolutely. Talking about the power of social media there, I guess, where there's clips of you on social media, isn't there? And I know some of your early career clips went quite, not viral as such, but they were very well respected, sent around, and that builds up your profile. So, Ben, we talked about where your career's been, we talked about what might be next for you. How soon, and I don't want to put times in it, how soon are we looking at Ben Crocker on British title fights, do you think?
Well, I'm 8 fights in now. Let's hope maybe, 12, 13 to 15 maybe. I think that's ideal, you know what I mean? You get your first 8 to 10 are sort of learning fights you're finding your feet. I think from 8 to 10 onwards, that's where you start picking up the opponents then. Because each of my opponents have all been different. They've been movers, or they've been boxers, they've been swingers. But yeah, I'd say between 13 to 15 fights, I think. And well, how busy I was last year, that could be this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Ben, there we go. Thank you very much for your time this evening. Looking forward to watching you fight back.
Thanks, Doe. Cheers. Thank you.